So you want to live a one-bag life out of just one backpack but don't know how to start? That's why this video will be about the easiest way to start your journey towards a true one-bag life so everyone can start today. And at the end of the video, I will give you my best tip on how you can be prepared as good as possible for every start into a new lifestyle, even if you're not pursuing a one-bag life. So don't miss out. For all of you who are new to my channel, I'm Sven, just an extreme minimalist with less than 150 possessions whose biggest desire is to live his whole life out of just one carry-on sized backpack. So if you end up liking the video, don't forget to subscribe and like, but most important, share a comment with your thoughts at the end of the video and join me on my journey to a true one-bag life and to find out what an extreme minimalist lifestyle looks like. So let's get started. I think everybody who's watching this video right now wants to start his own journey to a true one-bag life, or is maybe just interested in how it could look like. And I know, an extreme lifestyle like a one-bag life maybe sounds very intimidating, limiting, or inconvenient at the start, but trust me, the start is much easier than you would think. But honestly, for me it was the same. When I started my one-bag life journey, even coming from an extreme lifestyle like extreme minimalism, it was very hard and intimidating at first, because even if you're an extreme minimalist, living out of just one carry-on sized backpack is a whole nother thing, even if you don't possess a lot of things. So as I mentioned, I was very intimidated at first, and I needed to find my own way and have a very good start at the beginning so I know I can go on with this lifestyle in the future. But I very quickly realized that if you start the right way, it is much easier to obtain such an extreme lifestyle, to have an easier start, and the way to your goal to a one-bag life is much simpler than you would realize right now, even if you are not coming from an extreme lifestyle like extreme minimalism. So what are the things that you need to do before even starting a one-bag life so it gets much easier to obtain it and to have an easy and simple start? The very first thing, even before you thinking about a one-bag life, you should definitely do your own research. And when I say do your research, I don't mean watching YouTube videos like this, where a person is telling you the benefits of a lifestyle. You should definitely read blog articles or everything else you can find on a one-bag life that contains even the negative experience and negative sides of this lifestyle. You need to make sure that you get like the whole picture and not just the positive points that someone is telling you in a YouTube video. So try to find people who are not enjoying this lifestyle, who maybe tried this lifestyle and found a lot of negative things about it, and try to build your own opinion before you even start the journey to a one-bag life. But after you've done your research and decided for yourself that it's the right way to start your journey to a one-bag life, the next step would be to get going. And I'm assuming that most of the people that will watch this video don't have any experience with an extreme lifestyle before. So everything I will recommend to you in this video is based on that objection that most of the people won't have experience with an extreme lifestyle. But if you have already experienced like a lifestyle like extreme minimalism or something else very, I would say, extreme, feel free to just jump straight into a one-bag life, because I think for the most cases, or the base, I would say, you already know what to do, and there's like a minimal amount of adaptation to a different extreme lifestyle. So just go ahead, just jump into it and try your best to find a very good way into a one-bag life. For everyone else who never experienced an extreme lifestyle like one bag before, you should definitely not jump right into the lifestyle. You should definitely follow the journey and do it step by step, because you can very easily get overwhelmed by everything that will come for you, because it's such an extreme lifestyle change. To make the start into a one-bag life as easy and as simple as possible, you should definitely start by implementing parts of it to some parts of your life and do it step by step until you reach a true one-bag life. And what I mean by this is, I think, very easy to explain. First of all, you should start with areas that can very easily adapt to a one-bag life. So maybe you should try for your next vacation or your next trip to live out of just one backpack, like in a one-bag travel lifestyle. so you get like the first glimpse of what it will look like to live out of just one backpack. If you feel confident, you can take the next step up and maybe include your EDC into that bag. So you already have the stuff that you need for travel, and now you should add the stuff that you need for your everyday carry. And step by step, you will build up that confidence that you carry more and more or less stuff, I would say, into your one bag life, and then gradually grading up to the next level and take the next step until you reach a true one bag life where everything that you will need fits into one backpack. On the other hand, you should definitely learn how to research efficiently from the beginning. I already mentioned that you should do your research for a general one bag life right at the beginning, and now you should learn from these beginnings to research the things that you will need or that will make your life easier the right way. So every life is different, so you will have different needs. But in general, I would say try to find an efficient way to scan, I would say, the most sites for multi-purpose items that can make your one bag life much easier and simpler. And try to find a routine, maybe once a month, once every 3 or 6 months, to review the things that you already carry, so you can save maybe some weight or some time and some stress when finding new items that will make your, as I said, one bag life much easier and simpler. And if that sounds like a lot of planning and a lot of time that you will need, that is exactly what I want to tell you with this. Don't try to fit yourself to a very strict schedule. So you said you will need to be a one bag life person in like 1 year time or 6 month time, because I can definitely tell you it will take a lot longer than you might think right now. Because you need to make some very hard decisions on the way, because when you fit your whole life into just one carry-on size bag or one backpack in general, it's very hard to decide sometimes what you need, and sometimes even the items that you want are not accessible right away. So really take your time, do it step by step. Don't try to focus on the end goal of having just everything inside of one backpack. Try to enjoy the journey, and as I said, take your time and do whatever needs to be done in the time. Lastly, and maybe one of the most important things I already mentioned in a previous video, is to always know that one bag life is not about the things that you will carry, it's about the freedom that you will get. So no matter if you carry a 20 liter, a 30 liter or a 45 liter bag, it's not about the things that you carry. The amount doesn't matter, and what exactly do you carry doesn't matter. It's just about the freedom that you will gain to carry everything inside of one backpack, to move everywhere you want as freely as you want, and to not think about the stuff or be limited by the stuff that you own. So try from the beginning to always remind yourself that you will make the journey for the freedom and not the things you carry on your back. So as you can see, it's actually much easier to start a one bag life today if you know how to start. So always remind yourself to do your research first, to take it step by step, and don't calculate like a fixed amount of time to get to your end destination of a true one bag life. You should definitely take your time, and as I said, don't try to fix on the things that you carry. It's always about the freedom that you get. For me personally, this was the right way why I tried to pursue a one bag life in the first place, and why I'm continuing to pursue a one bag life. And right now it's the absolute right thing for me, the absolute extreme lifestyle for me, and I think every one of you could start it even today. Now that you actually know how the easiest way to start a one bag life looks like, here is my best tip on how you can be prepared as good as possible if you want to transition to a new lifestyle, even if you are not pursuing a one bag life. The first thing you should start with is the same we started with in this video for a one bag life, and this is to do your research. And when I'm talking about research again, I don't talk about just watching YouTube videos where somebody tells you the benefits of a different lifestyle and that it's the perfect lifestyle for you. You should definitely inform yourself in case of blogs or articles about the negatives and the negative experience someone maybe took to maybe discontinue this lifestyle as well. So do your research, make your own picture, and then decide if you want to start or not. After that, it's very easy to get started in my opinion, because as I already mentioned, you should definitely start with the parts of your life that are maybe easy to adapt. So maybe you already have a lifestyle that is quite similar to the new one you want to adapt. So it's most of the times very easy to already find some parts of your life that already fit that lifestyle, or just need some minor tweaks to get into this new lifestyle. So find the easiest ways or the easiest parts of your life that can be simply adjusted to the new lifestyle, and then take it step by step so you can reach your end destination much easier and faster. And lastly, it's the same as a one bag life. Try to do it step by step. Don't try to go from 0 to 100 right away, because I'm very sure you will be overwhelmed no matter if it's an extreme lifestyle or not. So you should definitely take the journey, because the mistakes you will do when you rush through that journey will be much harder to fix at the end of it. So always take the consideration that if you change your lifestyle, especially when you change it to an extreme lifestyle, it doesn't only affect yourself, it will also affect the people around you. So make always sure to don't cut the corners, because as I said, in the end there will be much harder to fix some mistakes maybe you did at the beginning when you already have systems running and everything else. So try to take your time, especially in the beginning, to make the journey and the future of your lifestyle much more future-proof and easier. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and like, but most important, share a comment with the next lifestyle you want to try. The next video will be about the things that you will actually need to start your one bag life, so you can make it much easier. In the meantime, you can watch my last video where I show you the most important rules for a one bag life to make it as well easier and simpler. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next video.